hell did you say to me?
Peter, what are you doing?
You tripping, boy? You're going out if I tell you you're going out, bitch.
I'm actually very hungry.
Nobody's gonna want you if you're fat. You want to eat? Get up to that bar and earn your keep. Hey, Joe, open your eye. Gotcha.
What the hell, Peter? You shot him in the eye!
Keep singing, you, and keep your chin up so I can see your throat.
No, screw this! You're a jerk!
Peter Griffin may be the lovable goof at the center of Family Guy, but his behavior often crosses the line from funny to downright terrible. From selfish antics to reckless decisions, there are plenty of times when Peter proved he was the absolute worst friend anyone could have. Here are the most unforgettable times Peter completely failed his pals. Starting with when Joe is left completely broken and paralyzed, Peter opted to ditch him in an asylum in Brokeback Swanson, so the guys hear about a Running of the Bulls event coming to Quahog.
Wow, that seems pretty cool.
Ugh, I don't know. Seems pretty lame to me.
Yeah, waste of time.
I agree.
And they've had just enough to drink to see this as a good idea.
You guys, we are so doing that bull run.
Buying the tickets as we speak.
But we can't tell Joe.
Of course not. He'll be dead weight. You can't do a bull run with a guy in a wheelchair.
Yeah, this is for athletes.
But he ends up finding out anyway, which means, like a little brother, the guys are kind of forced to bring him along.
Very late.
Well, this is funny because guess where I'm going? And I got the hat. You guys are dead.
And surprisingly, everything seems to be going well, even for Joe.
Hey, guys, after this, let's beat alligators with sticks or something.
You read my mind. We just talked about this.
But Joe eventually falls victim to the one thing: littering. And one trampling and impalement later, Joe realizes that when it comes to paralysis, he ain't seen nothing yet.
You all right?
I can't feel anything below my neck. I can't move a muscle, guys.
Oh my God! Joe's completely paralyzed!
At least he can rest assured that he's surrounded by people who love him.
Please just tell me, am I completely paralyzed?
I'm afraid of ghosts. And yes, Mr. Swanson has lost all movement and will require around-the-clock care. Most of it disgusting.
And Bonnie's tapping out.
So sorry. If there's anything I can do.
There actually is. Could you collect my mail forever? I'm leaving Joe and moving to Europe. I didn't sign up for this.
But that's not what true friends do, so Peter and the guys decide to just dump Joe off there, but not without leaving with a few touching words. But it takes some scolding from Lois to finally convince Peter that what he did was wrong.
We may or may not have put Joe in a smelly home for the goofy.
What? Peter, those places are a horror show. Joe's your friend. How could you treat him like that?
The guys thankfully go to get him, apologizing for running off so quickly.
What are you guys doing here?
We came to bring you home, Joe. We're all really sorry we abandoned you.
They decide to call Dr. Hartman to get Joe released, but it looks like Peter must have backdated Joe's release.
What's that ringing?
Joe, that ringing, it's coming from your back.
It is.
Holy crap!
And when Peter used his hobby of sitting in front of the TV to change television shows, he ended up ruining it for everyone else in Ratings Guy. So the Griffins receive a letter with some exciting news for the family.
You have been specially selected from amongst millions of American households to be a Nielsen family. And as such, to have your TV viewing habits monitored in order to measure television ratings.
Peter decides to use his newfound power to make some worthwhile changes.
Nielsen Box will keep track of everything you watch, which helps us generalize the viewing habits of millions of Americans.
However, with only one Nielsen box, Peter only has the power to affect local shows.
Is there anything we can do to make the news more appealing to you?
Maybe. I guess you could lose the mustache.
Lose my mustache?
Good evening, Quahog. Tonight, Channel 5 mourns the loss of a dear colleague, my mustache. And as per the wishes of my mustache, his ashes were sprinkled off the coast of Acapulco, where he was born.
All this sway in television, Peter starts to make changes to beloved shows like Mad Men.
Hello?
Hello, John Hamm, Peter Griffin, Nielsen family. Listen, did I catch you at a good time, or are you and the critics busy yanking each other off right now?
Excuse me?
Look, your show is really boring. But don't worry, I got some ideas on how you can jazz it up.
And so, gentlemen, in baseball, 3 strikes and you're out. But 3 lucky strikes, and you're in.
Nice try, Don, but I'm afraid we're going to have to take our business elsewhere.
Oh? I don't think so.
But to be expected, appealing to an audience of one is only going to make the rest of the audience angry.
Is that a banana?
Don't worry about what it is. I'm still a cop. Whoa, hold on. All right, just take it easy. This can go a couple of ways.
What the hell did Peter do to cops? Bonnie, come push me out in a huff.
All of Peter's changes have more or less made him an outcast in town.
There they are. That's the Nielsen family.
You ruined television. Now it's just a big old silly mess.
You put a real cougar on Cougar Town, and now that cougar's dead because Courtney Cox ripped it apart with her teeth and claws. You turned Anderson Cooper 360 into Anderson Cooper 720. He's turning around too much.
Yeah, and Lifetime is just one big rape now. They used to have stuff before and after the rape.
So to make things right, Peter gathers all the most brilliant minds of television to make everything go back to the way it was.
And we need to rebuild television from the ground up. So, I'm gonna need all your best ideas. J.J. Abrams, you take wonder and complexity and present it in a way that no one can possibly understand.
And with that, Peter's pals finally like him again.
Yes, the chopped salad. I'll have everything except that.
That waiter's like, what?
Well, you did it, Peter. You got TV back to normal.
Guys, I'm sorry for screwing up all your favorite shows.
That's okay, Peter.
Peter should have known better than to take Joe's classic car because he ended up totaling it in Boy's best friend. So Joe's recently come into possession of a nice vintage car. Joe wouldn't have this car if his uncle hadn't died.
What's all this?
Oh, hey, guys. Sadly, my Uncle Ray passed away last week, but he left me his vintage sports car.
Joe, that's amazing that your uncle died. But I'm really sorry to hear about the car.
He means that the other way round.
For Joe, a drive in this car is just turning the wheel and making engine noises.
But we were wondering if you'd take us for a spin in your new car.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Hop in. Vroom, 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 vroom.
But if Joe won't do it, somebody else is gonna. So the guys decide to do a little Grand Theft Auto with the old car.
Great job hot wiring the car, Cleveland.
The key was in the ashtray, but your presumption will not be forgotten.
Unsurprisingly, Peter ends up wrecking the car.
Wow, this baby handles like a dream. You guys mind if I drive with my knees while I make some last-minute fantasy football changes?
Look out!
Oh my God!
Holy crap!
Oh man, Joe is gonna be so pissed!
Since Joe has no clue what their cover-up was referencing.
Besides, I'm pretty sure I can pound this out.
What the hell are you doing? Crap, Joe's gonna kill us!
Quagmire's right. Remember how upset he got when they canceled Psych?
They're pretty much compelled to admit to what they did.
But what happened to my car?
We're really sorry, Joe. We took it without asking and wrecked it.
I like when Hurry met Sally. I'll have the food what made that lady came.
You guys ruined my uncle's car.
We're so sorry, Joe.
Luckily, the weight of having to worry about the car was a much greater pain than having it destroyed. So Joe's actually cool with this.
It's okay, I'm not mad.
You're not?
No, in fact, all I feel is relief. Caring for a car like that requires round-the-clock effort. Do you know how much of a pain in the ass that is?
But with the car dead, so too is Joe's dream of driving it.
I mean, cars are meant to be driven, not kept in a garage, but it's too late now. I mean, look at it. I couldn't drive this car even if I wanted to.
But Peter couldn't wait to completely steal Joe's identity so he could have the dad he always wanted, and Papa has a rollin' son.
Hi, Joe's dad. Dad. Joe, I'm Joe. You're my dad.
Joe? Wow, I guess it really has been a long time. I barely recognize you.
So Father's Day is around the corner, but this is one holiday Joe isn't really looking forward to without him.
Well, now that Quagmire ruined the surprise, we found your dad.
You what?
That's right. He's coming tomorrow for Father's Day.
You shouldn't have done that, Peter. My father's not going to be happy to see me.
That day is just day, which makes sense because Joe's dad apparently always made fun of handicapped people growing up.
No, it's just that ever since I was a little kid, he was constantly making fun of handicapped people.
Really?
Yeah, my whole life. My dad would ridicule anyone in a wheelchair. It was all, hey, spaghetti legs.
But with Joe's dad already on his way to Quahog, the team will have to come up with a way to keep him from facing the fact.
I'll just pretend to be you. I mean, your dad ain't seen you in years. He won't know the difference.
What? That's crazy.
But after a few failed ideas, Peter lands on the closest to perfect one. Because if his dad isn't accepting of handicapped people, he's definitely accepting of the overweight.
Seems like a bad idea.
Look, Lois, Joe is one of my best friends. All right, I'm only doing this to help him. Besides, wait till you hear my Joe voice. God, I hate being stuck in this chair.
No, Peter, that fights it. Plus, there's also a lot of personal stuff about me that only my dad would know.
Relax, Joe. We just gotta fool him for a couple days.
And with that ringing endorsement, Peter's ready to meet his father from another neighbor.
Emote!
Hi, bud.
Hi, Joe's dad. Dad. Joe, I'm Joe. You're my dad.
Joe? Wow, I guess it really has been a long time. I barely recognize you. Put on a little weight, haven't you?
Well, I could say the same for you.
So while Peter's doing that, Joe decides to fill in for Peter. But Peter's enjoying being Joe so much that he's not really looking to give that up.
It's been great spending time with you, son.
It's been great spending time with you, too, Dad.
Oh, this'll be fun. Let's see how long it takes them to get Gumby over there into the car.
But after being embarrassed enough times, Joe's willing to show he's more of a man than Peter, even without the essential body part.
Joe's right. This is idiotic. What are you thinking?
I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I've had 2 dads, and neither one cared for me as much as Bud does.
Peter, I've had enough of this. You can't just take my dad.
Well, he's right next door. Nothing's stopping you from going over there and telling him the truth. That his son is a paraplegic who's stuck in a wheelchair.
So Joe finally comes clean to his dad, and his dad finally comes to terms with his son's condition.
Yes. Yes, Dad. It's me.
Joe, what the hell happened to you?
I was shot in the line of duty.
I love you, son.
I love you
too, Dad.
Peter would use his egregious cooking habits to outshine Quagmire when the latter landed himself a cooking show and pilling them softly. So Jerome's trying to introduce food to the bar, but Quagmire has some spicy opinions.
These are Korean tacos, 'cause whatever the hell nowadays.
Ugh, these are terrible.
Quagmire, when it comes to tacos, I'll trust the Koreans, thank you.
Who knew Quagmire was such a food snob?
I am a good cook, and I'll prove it to you. Saturday night, you and all your wives are coming to my place for dinner.
But when it comes time for Quagmire to put his food where their mouths are, everyone walks away pretty impressed.
Quagmire, you're really good. You could probably make money at this.
Yeah, maybe you could open a restaurant.
Or maybe get a cooking show.
Turns out that Channel 5 has a slot that needs to be filled. The show's producer is so entertained that he decides to hire both of them as a package deal.
Not bad.
Also, the tomatoes can be eyes, and the lettuce can be hair. Look down, there's also a carrot.
This is great.
Quagmire will cook, and Peter will make them laugh.
But being a chef is something I've always dreamed about.
I always dream about my house filling up with water.
That's crazy. But anyway, thanks for encouraging me, Peter.
But of course, Quagmire quickly runs out of patience for Peter's unsanctioned buffoonery.
And oh boy, what a treat it was. You done?
Yeah. All right, best 2 out of 3, Cinnamon.
Damn it, Peter, that's it. I can't do this show with you anymore. You're fired!
So Quagmire continues his traditional cooking show while Peter gets loud next door.
What the hell is going on over there?
So with Joe in Quagmire's corner and Cleveland in Peter's, both sides prepare for the biggest battle public broadcast has ever seen.
I told you I'm not a strong reader!
Damn it, Joe, pull it together!
But Quagmire's side quickly breaks down, and it looks like he's about to be out of a job. It's then that Peter realizes just how much this cooking show meant to his buddy.
And in a stunning turn of events, Chef Griffin is eating his entire meal. He'll have nothing to serve.
Peter does turn things around by the end, but let's not forget the selfishness he displayed that nearly sabotaged his friend's dream.
We have a winner! Peter, you threw the cook-off for me?
I couldn't take your dream away. Heart attack from you, buddy.
But Peter would become the face of Joe's children's book on disabilities, using it to turn handicapped people into a punchline in the book of Joe. So while at Joe's for a pool party, Peter comes across a room covered in cartoon squirrel art.
What's all this?
Joe has some reservations about publishing the books, but Peter encourages him to shoot for the stars.
What are all these pictures?
Oh, nothing. They're just some stupid scribbles I've been working on for a children's book.
Well, I don't think that's stupid. I think that's awesome.
Joe's author dreams might be in jeopardy when his live reading the children doesn't go over smoothly.
Hey, eyes front, I'm talking!
Don't tell my kid what to do.
Well, maybe if you did, I wouldn't have to.
Peter's standing by to make the save.
Joe, what are you doing? The squirrel doesn't even sound hopeful. It's got to be like, if you could spare just one nut, I too could survive the winter.
Oh, I like that voice.
A good thing Joe decided to write with a pen name, which means Peter can easily slide into the role of the book's author.
Look, Peter can get this book into the hands of every kid in America. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
All right, well, whatever you think is best for the book.
Great. So it's all agreed. Can't wait to work with you, Peter.
Prominent voice of the handicapped Peter Griffin.
Quite the imagination on this one. So tell me, how did you decide to write about a handicapped squirrel?
You know, I'd see these cripple kids limping down the sidewalk on my way to work, and I would just laugh, and I thought, hey, put that in a book.
Too bad Peter doesn't have the slightest idea of how to publicly represent the marginalized group.
You totally screwed up my book. You're getting kids to laugh at handicapped people when I'm trying to inspire them. I'm afraid you're off the project.
What? You can't kick me off the project. I'm David Chicago.
That means the publisher has to make a choice. Stick with the author or the guy who can do a funny little voice.
Sorry, Joe, but the publisher loves me. The public loves me. I'm not going anywhere.
Screw you, Peter. You know what? You've ruined this for me. I want nothing to do with the book, and I want nothing to do with you.
But that just means Peter will have to be the voice and the face of the series going forward.
Hey, that and a bag of crank is my Saturday night, spat Randy. The end.
You're awful.
That was the worst.
We had trouble hearing you in the back.
But Peter finally apologizes to Joe for stealing his spotlight.
Peter, wait. If I could not forgive, then I would be truly handicapped.
What?
It's from the book, Peter.
What book?
I forgive you, Peter.
You do?
Yeah.
Peter's addiction to local fame nearly cost him his relationship with Joe, who only wanted to do something positive with his book. Peter suddenly became uninterested in handicapped people when he opened up a new restaurant, leading him to go to war with Joe and no Meals on Wheels. So in an effort to stop Peter's statically charged hijinks, Lois opts to have all the carpet in the house ripped up.
Glenn, thank you so much for helping me tear up my carpet.
Well, you know, Lois, I gotta confess, when you called me, I sort of misunderstood what you were asking for. That's why I rushed over, but it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. I'm happy to help.
What the hell is this?
Peter, I've had it with all your shocking. Since you won't get rid of those pajamas, I'm getting rid of the carpet.
They found a rare coin under the carpet.
Like that?
No, I want it all gone, Glenn.
All right, we're going Brazilian. Hey, what's this? Some kind of really old coin.
Huh, let me see that. Wait a minute, do you know what this is? This is an 18th century Rhode Island ship token. This thing's gotta be worth 50 grand.
But it turns out this coin is not worth its original value. Lois suggests a use for the money.
Remember, we tried to open that restaurant and we never quite got it going.
Yeah, we got shut down because of my exploding cupcakes.
I hope these taste as good as they look.
So they do just that, opening up just what every town needs.
Oh, this is gonna be the coolest place in Quahog. All the movers and shakers and bigwigs are gonna eat here. But not the small wigs.
Hey, I'm hungry. I got a credit card.
But what any good restaurant needs is customers. Joe tries to help Peter.
What if we made your place our new spot?
Joe, that's a great idea.
Fantastic. We'll see you tonight.
This is awesome. Bunch of cops in uniform hanging out in my restaurant.
But it's not cops Joe was talking about.
Whoa, Joe. I thought you were bringing your cop friends over. What are all these parallelograms doing here?
You mean paraplegics? These are my friends, Peter. Come on, guys, let's eat.
Oh, God, I hope there's not one of those angry, handicapped Vietnam guys with a bandana on his head. Oh, there he is.
So to make his restaurant a little cooler, Peter decides to take part in some good old-fashioned discrimination.
Peter, what the hell is that all about?
It's a message, Joe. I don't want you and your kind eating here anymore. You're ruining what was supposed to be a cool establishment.
Peter, you're one of my closest friends. Are you telling me that you have a problem with me being handicapped?
As a matter of fact, Joe, yes, I think it's immoral.
But Joe and his friends have something a little less easy to just be knocked over.
And you're down there.
Very well, Peter, you leave us no choice. Men, form up Crippletron!
Doesn't take long for the Transformer to come crumbling down, right on top of Peter's restaurant and his legs.
Somebody help me!
Peter realizes he was wrong to discriminate against Joe and his friends because of their condition.
Joe, you got a minute?
What is it, Peter?
I, just wanted to apologize. I thought you and your friends were just a bunch of gross cripples. But I've been in a wheelchair for 45 minutes now, and I see how tough it is.
But Peter would act even more maliciously towards Joe and Quagmire after winning the lottery, torturing them in a variety of ways in the episode Lottery Fever. So the Griffins are a bit strapped for cash as of late, but there may be another way the family can make some money.
Peter, there are thousands of lottery tickets here. Where did you get the money for all these?
Simple. I took out a second mortgage on a house.
What?
Peter, this is idiotic. Your odds of winning are like 100 million to 1. Don't you know the lottery is just a tax on stupid people?
And when the numbers get announced, the family goes into a flurry to see if they have the winning tickets.
So in addition to buying 200,000 lottery tickets, you had 400,000 fake ones printed up?
I had to be sure.
Oh my God! We won!
What?
Let me see that. Yes, we won the lottery!
And of course, now that they're rich, that means everybody they know is gonna come out of the woodwork to see if they can get a little piece of the action. Quagmire and Joe both want some money, and they're willing to shove their heads so far up Peter's butt to get it.
Huh? Hey, yeah, if you're gonna open your mouth with the missus, stick to kisses, eh?
What neat humor! What neat humor!
Yeah, so what do you say, Peter? Can you help us out?
Of course I can, you dope. We're pals, right? There you go.
But when they try to dip out, Peter thinks they haven't done enough brown nosing yet, so now Peter has the leverage to ask his friends to do whatever he wants them to do.
From now on, we're all gonna do whatever I want to do, because I'm the one with the dough.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Good, because what I want to do is stay here, get drunk, and watch TV.
We now return to Michael McDonald during allergy season.
Some requests, obviously, are a little less painful than others.
Okay, Quagmire, I want you to take the first bite out of this fudge pop, because that first bite is the one that really hurts.
Well, okay.
But there are just some things that aren't worth the money, like getting shot with a BB gun in old-time vaudeville.
Honey, honeymoon, another season, another reason
for making whoopee.
Nowhere near your eye. Hey, Joe, open your eye. Gotcha.
Once the family loses all of their millions, look who comes crawling back to Joe and Quagmire.
Well, well, look who it is.
Who is it?
It's me, Peter. I'm standing right here.
This is a glass eye, Peter. They had to remove the one you shot.
Oh, boy, that whole day was a mess, huh?
What happened to you anyway? You look terrible.
Look, you guys, I messed up bad. Winning the lottery was the worst thing that ever happened to me and my family.
But Peter would get even scummier when he decided to start pimping Quagmire out after the latter became a stripper in American Gigolo. So when Quagmire decides to crash a bachelorette party, his work uniform has the girls thinking only one thing.
Okay, cool, I got time. Hello, ladies. Wow, here comes the bride, huh? More than once if I have anything to do with it.
Finally, the stripper's here!
Maybe so, but based on all that cash being thrown, Quagmire might just have to let it fly.
Yeah! All right, who wants me to stow my bag under their seat?
When he starts acting suspicious, his friends have no choice but to tail him.
Well, gotta go. Gotta do some more picketing.
Seriously? It's like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, well, it's, Cleveland stealing shot glasses.
I don't like drinking NyQuil out of them little cups.
And after enough tailing, they come across Quagmire's new line of work.
Oh my.
And just like that, Quagmire's made the transition from dancer to gigolo, which is just the polite way of saying he's an escort.
Why? Stripping is a very respectable profession. If it weren't respectable, why would real estate agents go to strip clubs for lunch?
He's right. This is tremendous.
So Peter lends Quagmire a hand with his line of work, but it doesn't take long for him to really get into character.
Here you go.
Peter, this is amazing. Thank you. Hey, you know what? Here's a little something for your trouble.
You're giving me a cut? Wow, thanks.
But it's not all glamorous, like Quagmire's making it seem, as every now and then you run into one of those people who's into some weird stuff.
Hi there. You want a party? And can I have some of your bread?
Hi, handsome. You can't have my bread, but you can have something of mine that smells like bread.
So once Pimp Peter gets a taste of the bad life,
Us both! Help us, pimps and hoes! Help us, HBO camera crew!
he decides to give up on this line of work and frees Quagmire.
Hey, listen, buddy, I'm sorry about all this. I guess I just got caught up in the money and assumed you were okay with it because of the sex.
I don't know, Peter. I think you're just mad I didn't come to see your Pretenders cover band.
Yes, well, that may be.
Peter took advantage of people taking advantage of Quagmire, and that's just not how a friendship's supposed to work. Ending with the time Peter destroyed the musical partnership he created with Quagmire in Into Harmony's way. So while Peter and Quagmire are hanging out together, they discover that their voices go pretty well together.
Hey, can you take it up here? Wow, we sound amazing together.
I know, that was incredible. You know, we should do something with this.
Eventually, they manage to put their heads together to come up with some certified bops.
In your billfold, those things don't work if they get dry and old.
Broken rubber, broken rubber.
Their music catches the ear of Mort, who offers to represent them.
May buy myself a dining room set or this Boba Fett. Credit card debt, credit card debt, credit card debt.
What is that sound? It's like two Mandy Patinkins walked into my store. Was that you guys singing?
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
So the duo lands their first gig at the library, where they bring their revolutionary sound to the general public.
It's why I never roam.
Excuse me, I just want to grab one of those newspapers.
Just grab one and go.
I'm looking for a job, okay?
Their songs end up being a big hit with the wider audience, which attracts the attention of an even bigger musical manager.
If you haven't, then I think you should.
Pop time!
With butter?
Hey, you guys were great.
Oh, thanks.
My name's Ricky. I'm with Sony Records. Our company's going to be around for at least 3 more weeks, and we want to sign you.
So Peter and Quagmire set out on a 2-month tour over Thanksgiving, taking their eclectic sound all across the country.
Poop and pee, and now you rub that on your teeth like you're gonna kiss someone at 3. Get out of the left lane, you stupid Asian bitch!
But when it comes time for them to start recording a record, things start to get a little tense.
Yes, he's gonna kill his family with a knife.
Irregardless of this waitress, I will kill them with a knife.
Hold it, stop the tape. You gonna fart in this airtight booth all night?
It wasn't me.
We're the only 2 people in here.
And things only get more heated before they go on national television. But after Peter ruins the performance with his stupidity, Quagmire realizes it's time to call it quits.
Pick now!
I actually don't. The floor has a lot of textures.
All right, we're done. Do you hear me? I quit.
So they go their own ways, but being away from the limelight helps them realize that they're still friends, yet they manage to mend their broken friendship.
Yeah, but all that success would mean nothing if I lost my best friend. You think you can forgive me?
Oh, Quagmire.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Family Guy content.